All right, so let's get started with Riven, the sequel to Myst. So for what it's worth also, yeah. So you move around a fake cursor in this, even though you're doing it with a controller. Hey, I can use the digital, so that's good. And to make sure I was doing everything correctly, I went ahead and I also got the manual. It turns out this isn't terribly complicated to be playing with a controller. Click is 2 buttons, pause is 1 button. And then you have a couple of fast buttons and another way of doing it for moving your cursor to the edge of the screen. I suspect that's because at some point we'll need to do a quick skedaddle, but we'll see. And then you can also center the cursor. We'll see if that's necessary. Let's start. Not the Interplay logo.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there. Keep it well hidden.
It's like this in the original
Reasons
sound.
you'll discover. I can't send you to Riven with a way out, but I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back.
I tried to get this better.
There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Yeah, this is the PlayStation version. TVs and books in the future. That's crazy. It'd have to be a full book, right? Yeah.
Yo? Mafia di gaie. Non cantaware po. Non mo dove po me po. Tagema. Rekoa. Tagema. Busu rekoa. Wisirapo. Wisirapo. Umutika goku wa nai. Miserapo. Mutika bukuan ay. Bukuan ay. Miserapo. Bukuan ay. Bukuan. Bukuan ay. Bukuan ay.
Reading is dangerous. I actually did miss that. Okay, it's a blow dart that gets him. All right. Presumably from this nerd. Okay. So, the other part I'll update y'all on. I've never played Riven. I never finished Myst. I know nothing about this game, so I'm just gonna dumbass my way through it and see how far I get. So, square appears to... It's either square or circle, right? Is this selectable? Great. And it's an adventure game, so I always check where we started. It's interesting. Oh, so that's the thing I was in. I was in that tiny little guy. Okay. That's 360, huh? Okay. Ours go up again. Game over. So that guy ran off this way. Let's check that out. Didn't. I do it up here, and I move forward. Okay. Nothing. That's interesting. It's funny because it does not feel like we turn all the way around, but no. So is this a way down? No. Okay. Ooh, okay. What's in here? Look at the ground, so... Oh, so there were full FMV transitions. Ah, that's too bad. Sorry I couldn't get the PC version working. Interesting. Nice big pentagram. we have this room with scarabs on the pillars. Probably some kind of cipher. Okay. Yeah, and I had a PC copy of Myst, and there's more over there, isn't there? Okay. Okay, so those are... Okay, so 3 of them do have the text in them. 1 is the entrance, and 1 is whatever that other place is. Okie doke. And this just turns me... Yeah. Wait. What does this do? Okay, there isn't a reaction time needed. It makes sense that they do so many ports. Oh. Okay. It makes sense that they do so many ports. It's not like this is terribly demanding except for just having the video going. So, it can't be that hard to port. Interesting. Do you guys do something? Hmm. I'm gonna guess you have different pictures. This looks identical. Let's make sure, because I wonder if that was just the same as. Okay, I think I was actually looking at the same. Oh, boy, okay. So our guy was creating. All of the characters were spilling into reality as he was writing them. And then here he is, with a saintly glow and the holy text behind his head. And he appears to have also created light and dark. Hey, I think I know somebody like that. So, let's make sure we're looking at the same place or a different place. Right, okay. So now we're staring at this guy, which means this is going to be the light and dark image. No, it's not. Okay, so that was a different pillar. Hmm. Oh, an ad from Next Generation magazine. I think I remember that one. I think I remember seeing that on the shelves. Young as I am. um. Interesting. Oh. Oh, is that where you got that That's good. Okay. It's a quality picture. Okay, so here we have many different people involved in writing. Tree. Looks like perhaps our god and other saintly figures. If I go this way, I do not have the star in the middle. Right. So this one is new. Chop down trees, perhaps to make paper. Yeah, logs going into the feeder. Okay. This must be providing power or something. Okay, and you must be our last one. Well, there are two of these. Hmm. It did appear to be a pretty clean sweep for trees to make into paper. Interesting. Right. So, we have the one where the guy is writing stuff's falling out, flying out. We have the one where he is apparently a saintly figure of some kind, being worshipped perhaps. We have the one where he is casting some sort of calamity down on the world. We have the one where apparently many people are involved in writing. And then we also had the last one where there were a great number of resources being used to make the books. Okay. It's not clear what order that all goes in. Well, yeah, we have to use the tricorder to get it into the characters. Yeah. Okay. Some kind of carriage? Hmm. I know, and I'm invited. Let's go. Hmm. Yeah, this was 5 CDs on release. That didn't... Okay. Battletoads. Hey, Chef. For the curious, the reason we have a by request feature is because Chef initially requested a game. That was the first time. And then I got enough requests, I made it a thing. Thought I saw something. Okay. Yeah, SNES Jurassic Park was the first one. I don't think I did not save that video, I don't think, but I do make myself a mixed drink during that. Interesting. No, Battletoads was a couple of weeks in. Oh, that looks similar to the thing we just sat in, except it has the pentagram. Similar. Nothing? Yeah, nothing above. We got most of the way through that Jurassic Park game. Wait, can I? No. It is better than Trespasser. Trespasser is an abomination. Yeah, I do look at my tits to see my health meter IRL, so. Padlock. Okay. Is this a thing? Can I crawl under? I can! Okay. Okay. So we've seen 3 entrances into this little chamber. There's one we came into and go out of. And then 2 spots off from that is the other one. And this is one of those. 2 spots off from that is another one, and then there's another spot next to that, if we're looking at the 5-way guide. So because those openings are 2 apart, we can't line this up with the other opening. But we could see what's in those openings if we line it one of them up with here. Okay, I'll come back and try that if I have nothing else. Can we just do the bolt? No. You can't just lift it off the hinges or... No, okay. Crawly, crawly! Boy, and this is a spot I can look at, huh? Okay. Under the door again. Hot air balloon, perhaps? Not a button. Are you a button now? No. Nothing else? Okay. Yeah, it is like just kind of like, hey, here's a mystery. That's neat. Interesting. That's it? Just the 2? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's where we came in. It goes clockwise. 1, 2, 3. And that'll get us the other one we haven't seen.
Do a barrel roll.
That's me, Queen of the Coopers. Star Fox is good. And we also have Star Fox Adventures is on the buy request in a few weeks. Several weeks. Okay, and this has the barrier on. Yeah, this one we've seen. Okay. Right. Okay. So there's one we still haven't seen, but... Recal, Star Fox Adventures was your... Wow, okay. Look, original Star Fox on the SNES was amazing. It's what I'd think if I were a child back then, rather than not yet born. No, I did get it as a kid. Yeah. Like 5 frames a second. Good times. So that's interesting. It's not clear to me we have a way to do stuff yet. That sounds like the Myst I remember. Where I find all kinds of neat stuff, and then it's like, okay, I can't really make it do anything here. I was young, I played it for like 5 minutes. Okay, this must be the thing that was indicated on that other diagram. Let's have a looky-loo. Good. Thank you. This looks like a password. So is this pretty much everything? Interesting. Okay. So I have to be smart enough to make something happen with what I've seen so far. I think I like this down by that door also. And the man had appeared to cut something here, so maybe he just made this lever no longer do anything. Hmm. Just doing a quick little snooping. Okay. I was kind of wondering that with this thing, but it seemed like I just clicked on it and that made it move. What is this thing? Yeah, so that seems to be just me clicking on it. If I did this again, it released? What if I hit it again? No obvious change. Oh! That one I do not recognize. But that one I did. Right, it closes the cage. No, Arcane Rogue, that's a safety feature. Okay. Oh, so this is the other end of that thing I was looking through. Okay. Oh. Okay. Interesting. What else is over here? Is there anything back here? No. Onward. Go. I just did. Yeah, these are the days. Yeah, not just... Okay. Like these little blue guys. That just takes me back there. Okay. No, nothing? Okay, stairway and... side of a round guy. What's this? Is that... Killer instinct. Okay. Long stairway. We're up here and... there's a thing, right? Didn't I just walk by a thing? Yeah, you. What's your deal? You summon a trolley. Okay. You are very removed from the trolley platform. That is poor design, but whatever. So was there something behind? Yes. Interesting. Weird little forest kind of area, and that is another one of those crude wooden doors. Hey. Yeah, I bet it's nicer in the remake. I mean, this is even the PlayStation version of the original, so it does not have all the graphics. Killer Instinct and 3. Okay. More of these daggers. 3, yeah. Half-Life 3 confirmed! Are you angry or just... Hmm. Interesting. Somebody up there? Wait. Looks like it's our guy with the shiny pentagram over his head. But I can't make out the other details. Hey, that's a guy! Hello, I'm looking for my magic book. Let's go underwater? Sir? Sir! My book? It's shiny. On the inside. Okay. Wait, what was... okay. What? I can keep doing this, you little butthead. Still out here? Hi! How's it going? Okay, alright. Huh? This is a thing? Look, I knocked 5 times and they answered and poked out. Busted. Okay. What are you? Interesting, okay. Same thing over here. Huh? No, wait. Hmm. Okay. And these aren't connected. Yeah, okay. This is still here. It me? Fine. Interesting little place. You anything? No, you're pull. Well, we also saw this. Let's see. That, to me, looks like a gear shift, but I'm gonna guess I need something to stick into it. Yeah. Okay. Can I just grab one of you off the walls, or... No? Okay. And this goes back the way we came. Yeah, but there's other ways to go here, so... This is where I came up. Yes, this is where I came up. So was there something else up there? That goes in there. I think I just came from there. Right? Yes, okay. Then we have the other entrance over there, and that connects to that other door. Remember that people used to play these games and map it out. Okay, so that's door, so I don't think we've gone down this one. Yoink. Come on! What if I need to chop a guy? No?
Do a barrel roll.
Hey, Rexa. Welcome, welcome, Rexa. As always, Queen of Lasers, former NASA astronomer, current video game idiot, trying to play Riven. Y'all were playing that Telltale game, right? Battletoads. Whoa! Yes, this is Riven, the sequel to Myst. Oh, okay, that's another disc change. Okay, yeah. I absolutely want to save. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it even says Riven, the sequel to Myst up there. Okay, we just saved. Disc 3, okay. Okay, where are we now? This is the PlayStation version of Riven, the sequel to Myst. Also, can we go down here? So I couldn't get the PC version working to be streamable. Sewage plant? Okay. Are you something? Boy, that really is just a dump, isn't it? A hypercard! Oh god, yeah. Yeah, so this is the PlayStation version, so it doesn't have the full animations, by my understanding. But yeah, it is pretty much a hypercard game. How many hypercard games did you make back in the day? I made several. And I can just walk out here? I sure can. Exciting. Hey, what are you? What kind of wheel? Alright. And that goes back up near where I fell down, but let's... I climb through, I can. Alright. Check this out. So I think we saw a depiction of this earlier that seemed to indicate it was perhaps a power generator? Similar looking structure, at least. And it appears to be... well, the oven's on. Interesting. Who are you? Can I enter this chamber that apparently has a hot element underneath it? No? That's a shame. Okay, that looks like a valve. The crank. And, I'm gonna say that's a fill indicator. It has this also. Is that the flush? Half-Life 3 confirmed. Let's try this. Oh! Interesting. There is a receptacle down there, but that turns it... so it points? Just out, in general. Okay. And you, do you gush fluid out of it? Nothing happens. And how about the valve? Does seem to indicate switching between those pipes. Where are those pipes coming from? Ah, okay. So one goes up. Around, and who knows? But the other does go directly into here. So if I flush now, do we get fluid? Interesting. No. I am just playing with shit. Let's see what happens. Congrats, Recal. You doing BattleTech later? I played so much BattleTech. Oh, and there's another one here. I didn't notice you. Okay. Did that stop the water from boiling? Does that mean those heat elements are shut off? Minimum pay and salvage. Yeah, that's a blast. Best of luck to your crew. Oh, okay. So this indicator was red. And now it's clear. Let's see if I can go inside now. Does appear to be water. Great. It's not clear I'd have anything interesting to do in here. Yeah, there's that gauge. Okay. Well, cool. So, by the way they were depicted earlier, I had speculated that those things, the structures that look like that, are power generators. This appears to boil water. A lot of the time, that is how you generate power. The steam then pushes a turbine or something. So, is there a way I should be making that happen? It's not clear to me what this one is doing. So, I'm gonna guess this is the steam exhaust. This is the power control for the heater. Right, and there's our pilot light. What is this power? Whatever the hell that is. Water treatment, perhaps? So, this is an intake. So it takes water in here, uses that to fill it up. And it has reached the point where it fills, because this is where the water comes in, so it's not going to get higher than that. Then this could be outtake. But it's a pipe. Still suspect this is the steam. But if we open it up so it shows us, now I can turn on the heat. And it starts boiling, as water tends to when heated. But nothing else changes. And if it's generating steam, it's not getting much of it, because we have nothing coming out. Still not clear to me what this is doing. And it's also not clear to me what this output pipe is for. Let's go look at the thing in the center. Maybe that'll shed some light on this. Ah, another valve. So, right now it's turned to that pipe, which goes... up to that thing, maybe? Am I getting that correct? No visible change. Let's step back a little and make sure I have this correct as to which pipe is going where. That does not make it easier. Okay. Back to the platform so we can get a little bit of elevation and look at the pipes then. I think I missed the click. Nope, good, fine. Why is there a door to let me in? What purpose would I want to be let in? Okay, so we see 4 pipes coming out of this thing. So the one that comes to our perhaps boiler, well, it is a boiler, but perhaps some kind of power thing, is the second one. Okay. That's good to know. I think I just turned it to the third one, but let's go check. Third from the left. Right, then this one goes to a wheel. Yeah. So I did turn the valve on to the second one. Okay, with the valve pointed there, let's fiddle with the levers some more and see if anything else happens. Still not entirely clear to me what the entire operation of this equipment is. This is boiling water. This is very clearly boiling water. The wet end? Unclear. I had thought before it might be a power generator of some kind, but it doesn't appear to take fuel to boil the water, so it's getting power from elsewhere. Hmm. What? What the F did that do? What was in this thing? This tank thing that has the boiler underneath it appears to be just water. Or some other clear fluid that boils. Okay, and now we're draining. Interesting. Alright, so... this is a water pipe. The part on the left appears to go to some kind of outtake, which I don't entirely understand since it appears to go to the top part of the tank, but whatever. It's 420 somewhere, indeed. Well, let's go check out the inside of this thing. Let's see what it looks like dry. It's still hot. Won't let me in. Okay. So we turn off the heating element. So the pilot light should be lit again. It is. No longer hot, so we can go inside. Okay, and that thing we saw earlier on the gauge was this floor coming up, wasn't it? What does this do for us? Ladder down. Ooh, good. A dark tunnel. Yep. Come on. Hey, it does go somewhere. Okay. Burgers don't eat me. I taste awful. Nothing? Okay. This gets us to the fancy looking... Yeah, alright. Okay. Okay, what the F is this? Cage? Perhaps a little scale? More? Okay. That's not letting me grab any more, so... Is that... Yeah. Put it down there and it falls. Interesting. I guess I thought that was gonna... Yeah, we can only do one pellet at a time. Okay, well... If I toss your pellet away, I pull the thing. Okay. What if I leave the pellet in the middle with it... Nope. And with it open, I pull the thing. I think that's all the combinations I have right here. You gotta keep these things closed, guys. This is a safety hazard. You can't have an exposed fan. Somebody gets hurt, that's a big lawsuit. You lose a lot of money. Also, people getting hurt is bad. Maybe. That's the other pipe coming in from that thing in the middle, isn't it? Still unclear what this is for. No! Is that it for this little weird deck? So it was a barbecue. So that little container next to it, the little ashtray, was full of little pellets that I assumed were fuel. But doesn't appear to trigger anything. Yeah, so that is the third pipe, I'm gonna guess. The second one goes to our boiler. That sends steam over here? And another one of these things. Good animation. Okay. And we must be at the bottom. Okay, so I don't have to go all the way around anymore. So, now we can go back up there with this active and hot. Hot. Let's take a look. Okay. So, this is, I think, the water output. We turn it back to input. It even has little lights indicating which is up. Okay. And now we tap. Water comes back in. No, that's lowering the platform. Why did that lower the platform? So that might be just the platform. Platform, heater, steam vent, intake, outtake. How do I get water back in here? We turn on the heating element. And how about we crank this again? We did open the thing inside. I wonder if that's going to keep water from filling in. Okay, is there something down here I have to close? No, because that's just this pipe. Okay, well. Maybe I don't care what happens to the boiler. Let's go back into the center. And we'll turn that thing over to our pellet eater. Let's see what that does. Okay. Pellet eater is 3. Great. Nope. Can I go over this way? Yeah. Okay. I'll remind everybody that this is an episode of By Request. If you want to have me play a game of your choosing, it's 5 gift subs to put it on the list. Okay. Yeah, back up here. Okay. This big, weird, twisty hallway. Or walkway? Fan still on. Oh, the fuel's still there. Okay. And how about now? Yeah, okay. Is... You're a trap, aren't you? I need to send you down open. Okay. wonder if I'll hear something happen. Food's still there? Food's still there. Okay. So, is there an animal that needs to be released that would then get into the trap? Doesn't look like a terribly busy reservoir. Plucky duck, wow. If you like the 90s, come to Queen of Lasers. Alright, see you, Recal. I walked away and gave it a bit. Has this been enough time? Okay, we got something. And... Frog? Hi! What's your deal? Was that useful to me somehow? I don't... Interesting. Well, let's just set it again and walk away. Just in case. But... I really don't know what that frog could be for. And I don't have the opportunity of, like, trying to snatch it, so... Yeah, okay. Do you got a pellet? Yeah, alright, whatever. Frog, are you down there somewhere, or what? No? Okay. Hello? Interesting. I'm gonna guess that doesn't actually change anything with the boiler. Yeah, no frog on the lever or... Yeah, okay. Alright. I kind of solved a tiny puzzle and I have no idea what it did. Well, we haven't directed the thing in the center out to this thing yet, so let's do that and see what happens. I'm gonna guess it starts to spin that wheel. Sounds like it's making a noise. Yeah, I don't... Okay. Right. I really don't see that this one is doing... Oh, we have the other place I hadn't looked yet. So, this exhaust here. Yeah, there's this ladder back here. Okay. And back to the cart. Does the cart go up now? Oh, it does. Okay. Or... Right. Yes. Took us a bit to hit the chain there. And we're back. And we're changing discs again. Okay, back to disc 2. And that gets us back to the island with the weird... Nope, not this. Oh, we have to look up, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, this island with the big weird tall ferns and the shacks on it, and the people who don't answer their door, no matter how many times I knock. Okay. I kind of wonder how separate the islands really are. Are there puzzles I need to solve on one to make another? I mean, there must be. Yeah? Some degree. That said, it's an adventure game. I have very little experience with the Myst. F for those. I have very little experience with the Myst series. I have not yet picked up any items, which is typically how adventure games do things, but maybe that's not how Myst works. What are you? Can I eat you? Birds? Bird seals? Let's go say hi. Hi! Look, I don't think that language is justified. Go closer. Ah, it doesn't let me get closer. Okay. Anything over here? Hmm. Okay. Oh, did they take off? I must have alarmed them. I'm sorry. Okay. Weird bird seals. Anything else here? Walk out to... Oh, here we go. Okay. Hey, Crutchy. Okay, so we'd seen KI, and we'd seen Roman numeral 3. This is... I don't know, like a knee? Like a... Okay. I'm gonna guess it's a puzzle that requires us finding all those. And I don't see anything else down here, particularly as I've scared off the bird seals. That's all the stairs went to. Ooh. No, they keep going. Oh. Yeah, another one of these things. Can't even look up at it. Okay. So we were over there before. What is this? The one of you. Oh god, what do I call that? DI? Dead inside. Describes us all. Nothing? Okay. Well, okay. Can I do something with this? Sure. Geological map, perhaps? Hmm, okay. Okay, and this takes us down to... Huh? Nothing. I can't go any further. What am I looking at? Is this just a dock without anything docked? Yeah, it's tracks. Okay. I think that's the end of where I can go on this island. I still feel like I'm missing something about the boiler. I can't figure out how to get water back in the damn thing. Uh... These weird, swirly little tunnels. Computer-generated graphics. They were amazing. Okay, so we're back out here. Bird seals are still gone. Yeah? Yeah. Nothing out here but another one of our little logos. Right, and this goes back to the thing I arrived on. Which I think only goes to 2 places. Which one are you? Killer Instinct. Okay. And so this is going to take me back to the first island, isn't it? Yeah, because I can't go further forward. Okay. Yes, always save my game. Huh? Good. Change discs again. So there must be more we haven't done over here on the first island. Because so far we kind of only did a couple of things. We figured out with the two colored gems, I'm not sure. Interesting how that glows when I open the door. The two colored gems that are facing the cage chair. The orange one appears to be looking out of this in front of us at the moment. It also had a button next to it that opened this door that we just went through. So where does the blue one go? Oh. Let's see. Still don't know what the hell this does. These things on the ground, the lights, yeah. It's like a toilet. So. The orange one, this, yeah, and it has the switch. That opens and closes that door that goes to the gondola. No sense leaving it closed. Blue is looking at the gondola itself. It has no accompanying switches. Fine. And then the actual chair. This doesn't move while the cage is open. This button to close the cage. Now the rocker moves from one spot to another, but it doesn't appear to change anything that I can tell. If I open the cage while the rocker is in the other spot, it resets. We'll look at the outside of this little island again. Like that thing is unpowered, which of course would mean it has to be powered from somewhere else. Yeah, and then there's a big dome over there. The only thing coming out of it is this rail. And that's what goes to the other island, which... Okay. Interesting. Yeah, then we still have this. Right. So we have the pentagram room that has our narrative written in the scarabs on the pillars. This down here looks like one of the symbols we found in the middle of this pentagram. Yeah, it looks like this. I called it a knee, like it's a, like the Japanese character. But flipping it around doesn't appear to have done anything. Yeah, we have this here also. At some point, I'm sure we'll get something to translate. If I do this twice, it will give me that other door there on the left. Yeah, so I couldn't figure out how to fill the boiler. I couldn't see the frog, and it didn't look like I could catch another. So I wondered if getting the frog there once changed something. I could not figure out what it changed. I tried the deal in the center that appears to be what's sending water various places, and I sent it to the last place we tried. The first one doesn't appear to have made a difference. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I'm in a warm place. Right. So this thing has a symbol on it that we've seen on one of the little rollers. Our little sideways 3. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be many. So, do I have to look at these scenes in order or something? Okay, go for it.
Do a barrel roll.
Okay. Yeah, it's calling indeed. Hmm. So, I don't appear to have a way of spinning this while I'm inside it. Yeah, I can get in and out from more than one place. So, right. So that right there is where I think the other entrance was. Let's do this. Okay. I believe we now have one of the openings lining up with the other entrance. It requires us to crawl under a door. Nope, that's not right. One more. One more. Or... I think 3 more, actually. Yep. stupid thing. Right, because this is... Hmm. This gives us the other open one. One, two. Where's this one go? Yeah, that's right. That other weird secret door. Okay. Right, okay. One more and should be lined up for the other entrance to get to that place. Yeah, the scarabs were kind of interesting. I looked at them the one time going in, and I didn't go back to it. It is a little bit of an exercise to get all the way in there to look at them each time, but I can go investigate that further. Okay. Right. So now we're in. We can go here. That's right, this thing. And it is not obvious to me that there's anything I can do here. So... yeah, I can't climb out. So there's no other way that this seems to do anything for me. I can change the way the lever's pointing. That's it. So we'll do that. You do something? Yeah? 1 second. Let me get a beer. Okay, What the heck did you just do? Well, is this... Okay, I missed these two things when I came through the last time. Good old Michelob Ultra. And I'm gonna be staring at... Yeah. Alright. Thank you, Curcula. Oh, and we have the door. The weird door. What's your deal? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, but now I can still spin it. What do you do? Unclear. Check that the weird door didn't open. Nope, still a jerk. And this is gonna be blank. Yup. Okay. Still blank? No. Okay. Oh. Damn it. Okay, does that mean we've totally gotten rid of that gate that's sometimes blocked from this side? Does not have a lever. So, do two presses here, and now we'll line it up to take us to the Golden Dome. The question becomes, is the barricade still going to be there? And no, it's not. So we can go to the Golden Dome. Hooray! Yeah. For what it's worth, the inside of observatories does pretty much look like this. It's a lot of fun at Observatory if it's cloudy night and you have nothing to do but to get drunk. Wait, what? Huh. Okay, so this is keeping that bridge elevated. Well, stop doing that. It's still spewing smoke? No. The bridge still. There's a second one. Okay. More dark tunnels. I love dark tunnels. I feel like at some point I'm going to get a light I can carry around. Okay, yeah, so this is the second one. Okay. Or a different one. Unclear. Let's go back and look. Sorry, Curcula. Sorry I'm not better. Hey, Wayland. Okay, let's... Yeah, still up. With a different one. Is that really all that's inside here? Come on. Yeah, there's another door up there, which I think is the one that we are trying to lower the bridge for. Um... that looks like a crank over there. One wonders if it could bridge this gap. Oh, okay. Yeah. And this has nothing to move, it's just a diagram. Okay. So. Always pentagrams. Hours before puzzles, yeah. Doesn't mean anything to me at the moment. And this just goes back out? Yeah, boy. That's all it does. Okay. Wait. Hey, you. Are you a lever? Great. Mission accomplished.
I did it again!
Okay. Okay, did that change anything for us out here? Just let me... Huh? Okay, you're belching again, aren't you? Belching. So, that's how it was looking when I first walked up. I thought initially that there were two things going into this, but looking at this, it's only this one. These other two cables are just cables. One would suspect that if we were letting out the steam, that means there's no longer force that's holding this upright, but who the heck knows? Hercules says I'd keep that on. Is this currently on? I'm gonna say this currently is on, because it's blasting steam. So. That's off. Okay, alright, let me go get it. Can't you get anywhere without somebody just telling her what to do in this game? Well. Okay. So here it is now. This is on, right. The valve is turned. The steam is now going this way. It's okay. It's okay. That's kind of like my experience with a lot of these games, that there's moving parts, but a lot of times there's not clear feedback about what's happening. This does have the vent, the exhaust for the steam. So we now know that there is steam going through here. It's not clear what that does for us. This mechanism, let me say it scientifically, it has an unclear utility. We don't know what the fuck it does. Let's also go back. There was another one of those valves down here. Yeah, the locals are hiding from me. Despite my repeated knocks against their doors. More dark tunnels. Okay, so we come out here, and this guy is also on, it appears. Yeah, because the steam is not getting blasted. Where this goes is not as clear. But this is me after switching it once, so this means something has changed from how the game started. So, let's say A, hopefully that's useful, and go from there. Everything is just always so complicated, and sometimes it's like staring at, I don't know, like an oil painting. Is this texture that this artist was deliberately kind of leaving here? Or is this where the guy sneezed? Okay, lever, come back down. Let's poke around the rest of the island to see if a bridge has lowered elsewhere. And the knives. And this thing, whatever the hell this is. Still enlightening. Yeah, I'm gonna go look here, but I wanna... So we can get to the chamber underneath this. This does appear to have a lock on it, which I'm going to guess we need to solve to actually make that all useful, though. Two, 5, 1, 4, 3. Okay. Yeah, and the other bridge led to another island, perhaps. Yeah. And it's not here? It's not here. Hmm. So, that bridge might have to be lowered also from the other island. Is that the proposal? So we just need to figure out which other island that is. Not that I can see much going on with this golden guy. This track goes, it looks like, to over there, which is not going to have any bridges with the golden dome. I don't know, it could be going wherever. It goes underwater for a while. I feel like I should be able to do something with this now. Still does nothing. In fact, the graphics are not 100%. I think I might be looking at something stuck in the gears here. But there's nothing I can do down here, so whatever. Why do I keep coming down here? Because the place I want to go is immediately to the left. So I can't get there from here. I can't get there from the other place we're open to at the moment, so I need to rotate. So we get the other entrance, with the door. Okay. 3. Popping is just in the sound if you hear it too. Now we go in here, and then we rotate it, I think, another 3 times, and that will get us to underneath the balloon rocket. Right, I need one more? Yeah, one more. All we have here is this. Right, okay. So that's just an exhaust. So when it's down like this means it might be pumping gas into the balloon rocket. Great. I don't think there's anything else in here. Right, so that's where it was before. But I think we might be pumping to the balloon rocket. So let's go back out here. Still have this weird secret door. Who knows where this is going? Can't do anything with it. 2 pumps. Will get us back out the main entrance. Porque nos dos. Okay. Hmm? Okay. This thing. Ah. Okay. So this raises and lowers. But to actually pump it up, we need to open this stupid fucking door. It has what appears to be a 5-button code. I strongly suspect each button is pressed once because a lot of the time that's how these go. But still don't have a way of figuring out what that code is. Have not seen clues, or I have not recognized clues for the 5-button code. It is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody made that same joke earlier. Yeah, I know. We always, yeah, we'll all make Spaceballs references. Hmm. Have I seen anywhere that there could be a 5 code? So we had those 5 stories on the pillars, in the rotate room, in the barrel. Even if I thought I could order them somehow, still isn't clear which would be number 1. Nothing is coming to mind. I thought I looked everywhere on the other side of the sky tram. Yeah. These big weird knives. On disc 2, I walked all around that island as best I could, including seeing the bird seals and falling down the part that actually takes you to a 3rd disc. And that's where we did all the stuff with the frog and the boiler. The very first spot, we can go look again. I did. That was like the first thing I did in the game, because I'm like, well, it's an adventure game. I was gonna look, see what's in my pockets. And I didn't see anything, but we can look again. Looks good. Oh yeah, Curcula, that is probably your remake version. That has like notebooks that you take notes in. Are you the bridge I lowered? No, you're the bridge into the golden sphere, aren't you? Oh, no, I have not seen that at all. So... we still have whatever the fuck this is. Gotta wait for the door to close behind me. I must be missing something with this. Does this room have a purpose? Does this do something? Like the middle thing? I can try that. Click. Doesn't appear to do anything. So, at this stage, are we saying that any progress I can make, I would have to go to another island to do? you, door. That? The pentagram? I mean, the cage looks like the other cage with the chair in it. This, I think, is the orange eye that we were looking through in that room. A bit larger, yeah. Other than that... Yeah, it's larger, but I don't know, it's doing some optics stuff. Is there something going on with this that I should be aware of? That I should have figured out from the orange eye? I'd agree that this does kind of look like a temple. It's had some kind of, I don't know, destructive event. These could have been offerings of some kind, but they're bowls that have been spilled over. For what it's worth, I clicked everything here. Just whip some coins at this stuff. Yeah, I mean, that appeared to be looking out this. Because it was staring directly at the door. And then they switch for the door. Go back and close the door and come back in here, but I came in here while the door was closed and I didn't notice anything. It's okay. If it's not progression, don't worry about it. In case. I appear to have gotten to the point that I usually get to in these games, where I do 2 or 3 things and then just end up kind of stuck. Yeah, okay. And so I think I'm probably gonna call it for the night. Again, this was a choice for by request by Curcula, with subs purchased by Quiet Requiem Evolved. So I'll do my outro as always. Thanks, Curricula, for the choice. These games are interesting to me, although I just never really seem to make a lot of progress in them. I don't know what the heck the deal is. Am I just like ignorant? Am I just not seeing stuff I really should be seeing? Am I stupid? Am I stupid in this particular way? I don't know. Anyway, as always, I am the Queen of Lasers. Thank you for attending another royal broadcast.